the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So NC State's offense will start this game off with the football. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Bailey. Get it out on the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
It's a running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smothers. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And how nice is it, David, on 3rd down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice 3rd down conversion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
On the move, it's Smothers. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field. It's Bailey. Hauls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And he'll finish
offense goes as he goes. So really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Pittsburgh's offense will have its first possession of the game. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to...
It's a seam wide open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in. They've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to ride this running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Reed. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but using that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Makes the catch. It's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught close to the marker, it's Anderson. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Going to run it. It's Smothers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Wide open spaces. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter.
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. Pitt now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Reed. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle, it's Reed. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up for the first and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Pitt!
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the second half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Bailey. Bringing the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
He'll bring it out. It's Hicks. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Got a man, it's Williams. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pressure coming. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Finds his big tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Offense changing the play. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Looking for space, it's Smothers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Flushed out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Right on target this time. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. There he goes. At the 30. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind.
Oh, he's got some space. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment.
Trying to get behind the defense. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Wide open downfield. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Absolutely center cut. And we're all tied up, and he's in the mood for a dramatic finish, fellas.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the 4th quarter.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with the lone back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. Game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Wolfpack will get the first down.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And that is a big one. Not content to go to overtime. They're going to try to get into position to win it here.
Great execution there on that throw by the QB and his intended target. Keeping this drive going, getting chunks of yards, trying to get themselves in position to win.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Got it in the middle, it's Smothers. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And, man, I love safeties that play with great vision in the back end, right? They're the safety for a reason. They're the back line of defense 99% of the time, and I love how he sees the ball, he breaks on it. This defense, they have an opportunity to finish this game. They've played well all game long. Now finish the deal.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rushes on him. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
How about that fourth quarter, tie ball in, and you're still going for it? The onions to be able to do that and call it not rewarded now. Defense is going to have to go out there, step it up, game on the line.
Looking downfield on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. They go to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They've got a little work in front of them here on third down if they want to keep this drive alive and try to win it with a touchdown. Got his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. From the red zone, it's Smothers. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. They've got the screen set up. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
A big third down play to try to keep the drive alive in overtime. They'll try to run for it. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.